time for a process video, and this is the layout I'm going to do with my Creative Ambassador kit from Peacecraft Love. Now, I asked for the embellishment kit, so I did a little mini haul on it to show you guys early in the month, but basically I got the embellishment kit and it's built around the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Country Harvest. So there's the sticker sheet here. And you can see the color palette is just beautiful. It's orange and green and teal. And that teal is what gets me every time. And then I got the bits and pieces. And then I got harvest bits. I forgot to show the washi tape in the first video. But honestly, I love these little pumpkins, y'all. That is so pretty. Oh, that is so pretty. But I mean, all the washi tape's pretty. But for whatever reason, those little pumpkins get me. And then there's chipboard stickers. Then I got the page pieces. It's just a little bit bigger pieces. It's kind of similar to the little ones, but they're big. And then, of course, brads and a few little foam stickers here. Well, it says chipboard, but honestly, I thought they were... No, I guess they are chipboard. I thought they were foam. Anyway, they're chipboard. Now, what I've got going on here is this picture. Y'all, isn't she cute? This is my baby. And she was about... this was November, because I always remember this. She was dressed in her little fall outfit. She was 6 months old, I think it is here. And she is just the cutest freaking thing, I swear. She's adorable. And I know it's my baby and I'm biased, but I mean, seriously, that's adorable. Anyways, I always think of this as a fall picture. It was laying on top of a box of photos over here, and I thought, oh, that's so cute. I can use that. Now, granted, there's no pumpkins in or anything, but the color palette, I think, goes pretty well. And then I got into my stash, and I pulled out a couple of Bo Bunny double dots here. It's the same color, actually, just one's the kind of swirly-whirly side, and then one's the dot side. And I thought this would be good for kind of like backing it and stuff like that. And then I have a Bo Bunny Autumn Song. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? But it goes really well with this stuff. Look at that. It's got that like kind of tealish in there, but this is just beautiful. I don't think I'll use this side. I think I'll use this side because it's just got that pretty teal in it. And then this is a rare find. I had forgotten I had it. It's in my stash, called Witch Hazel by October Afternoon. Y'all, this is like, I think this is worth a lot of money. It's from 2012. It's 10 years old, but it's really pretty. And it's got this, it's kind of teal, right? I mean, I guess it's kind of teal, and it's got this light green on it. I just thought this was so cute, and it's got the little plaid too. So I think I'm going to definitely be able to use this. I do not have a sketch or anything as of this point. A lot of times with these bigger photos, I don't even use a sketch because it's not like there's, you know, in my mind, there's only usually a couple little things you can do with it. I could be wrong. You know, I shouldn't even say that. But I usually end up putting them down here and doing like an L or something. So I got to think about it. I haven't figured it out yet. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to think about it and come back on in a minute because I want to use these washi tapes too. And I'm trying to figure out how I can make all this work here. So wanted to show you the beginnings and let me do a little thinking and cutting, and I'll come back on soon. All right, gang. So I did go on Pinterest and I found this kind of simple layout, if I'm honest. It says it was inspired by a design from Jennifer Smith. I don't know if this is, it says it's on Scrap Stamp Share, blogspot.com.au, so maybe it's from Australia. I'm not really sure. Again, it's not a real complicated layout. It's just got like a, you know, base, and then there's a little square, but it looked perfect because I was thinking to myself I can use my washi tape where they got that stuff. So that's kind of what I started doing here. I have cut this orange sheet down. I don't think I'm going to gut the brown just because I have, 1,000 pieces of brown cardstock in there. So did that. I did take my little October Afternoon. I have trimmed that. And I've got a little brown matte. And then here's the teal. And then obviously the washi tapes are going to go behind this. I'm kind of debating on, I may ink the edges of this and this with like a little bit of vintage photo. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm fixing to do. I'm going to ink that, and then I'm going to kind of paste it down. I'll start doing the washi tape, and I'll put you guys on after I've inked because inking is kind of boring. So I'll do that, and then I'll come back on when I start doing the washi tape. And I'm pretty excited because I think this is going to look really pretty on here. I'm kind of debating though, y'all, if I'm going to use the black and white. I don't think I'll use that one. I may just use these two. We'll see. We shall see, because I say that and there's this print here, so that may be cute. Okay, anyways, let me do the inking and I'll come back on. Hey everybody, so what I've got going on here is I've gone ahead and inked the edges of the papers, and I've started, I've glued down the I guess it was Autumn Splendor onto the brown, and I've got my teal cut and I've glued it down, and now I'm taking my washi tapes and I'm just going to build my stack of washi tapes here. And I did decide to go ahead and keep that black and white print in there because I thought, you know what, I got the little newspaper kind of print inside the pattern of the orange paper there. So I think it looks pretty and I'm going to stick with it. Plus it offers a nice contrast to the other two. So we are going to keep that in our little selection here. So I'm just going to build these little stacks here with like different lengths, and I'm just tearing the edges because I do like that kind of organicness to it. I really love this collection, if I'm honest. I think I mentioned that in the beginning, but it's just so pretty. It's funny to me how teal is in an autumn palette. I don't, thinking about autumn, I guess there is some interesting, I guess there's some leaves and stuff that may have teal. I'm not really sure thinking about it. Like I said before, we don't really get a fall down here in Texas, so I can't sit here and think to myself there's a teal inside the fall colors we get, but I do think it goes, and I think it's beautiful. And maybe it's just because on the color wheel, it's opposite the others. I don't really know, but I think it's so pretty. I'll just tell you a little bit about the pictures here. So what I decided when my baby got born, of course, she's 24 now, so it's been a long time ago. But I decided I was going to have a picture made every single month her first year. And so, honestly, because I wanted to see her growth and all that, so I did get that done. And this was the one, like I said, at 6 months, so it'd be November. Now, the other thing I decided to do here is I'm using this embellishment kit. I'm just going to build, build, build. I'm just going to layer, layer, layer. You can see right here that I literally just ran out of tape out of my ATG, so I'm going to have to switch out in a second here. Actually, not switch it out, because I thought I had more tape, and I don't. I don't know how I managed to do that. So I'm going to set it to the side, and I'll have my other little adhesives there. But I'm just going to start building up my little cluster. So I did stick a little green label in the lower right corner because my title is essentially going to be Falling for You because she's so cute. I just fell for her. She's my little baby. And then I'm going to build up these clusters. Like I said, I started with the big truck. I actually pulled out the Page, what was that called? Page Elements truck because it was bigger and I liked it. But it was almost too big. And I tried to put it in the lower right corner where the title is, and it just wasn't really working for me. So I decided on the little one. I put that at the upper left. I'm essentially ending up with a bit of a diagonal here. But I'm just going to go into all my little pieces and parts and whatnot, right? So I've got the little truck up there. I've got all good things. I do like that. I'm just dry fitting these things here. Down in the lower right corner, I did put my little label. I've got the title. I'm going to put this, it's like a tall, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a little floral with a butterfly on the bottom. It had the word harvest on it, but I covered that up. And in fact, most of that thing actually ends up getting covered up, but I think it looks really pretty when I start layering all the things. I do pull these butterflies out. I do like these. I'm going to end up putting foam tape up underneath the wings, and then I'll glue down the center so you have a little lift on those wings. I pulled this little ticket out here that says favorite, and I like it a lot. I end up not using that one, but I do end up pulling out a small one off the sticker sheet. It was the same pattern. I put Harvest Happy on here. That was really pretty. And again, I'm just kind of going through my ephemeras. I honestly, and in my mind, I think I could have probably added more, but at the same time, I thought, well, you're getting a little bit busy here, Christine. So, anyways, I'm going to keep going with my little foams and my adhesives and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, I'm looking at this trying to figure, what am I doing next? I guess I'm just doing these butterflies here. Oh yeah, I'm trying to make sure my little all good things, little banner thing doesn't get covered up with my butterfly. I do think that's cute. Now again, there's not any pumpkins in these pictures. It's actually teddy bears. And there might be some other paper collection somewhere along the way that had teddy bears in it, but I just think the colors are real fallish. And I think it looks really pretty with this. It's kind of a nice little, offset from this collection here. So I'm just going to go back in, like I said, with my butterflies. But yeah, I was really pleased. I was kind of proud of myself. I have an entire box full of pictures of her first year, and it's just kind of cool to see how she went from, because I literally had it done from 4 weeks. Now, I did have a 6 weeks picture made because I had a baby picture of me at 6 weeks, and we were having the same little bracelet and stuff, so I kind of wanted a side by side. So I have one of those too, like in her baby book, but I did 4 weeks and then 6 weeks and then 8 weeks, and then from then on it was once a month. And back in the day, you could go like to I think it was Sears, if I'm not mistaken. It was Sears, because we would go to the mall and I could have these pictures made, and sometimes I spent way too much money because she was so cute. Her 8-month picture my sister took her. I had something going on. I don't remember what the deal was, and I had my sister take her, and she had a little Dallas Cowboy cheerleader outfit on, and at the time she still had blue eyes. Now, I don't know, I don't remember exactly when they changed. I feel like maybe around a year or so to the hazel she has now, but she had blue eyes at the time, and so she had red hair, blue eyes, this little old Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, and everybody in the mall was like stopping my sister going, oh, she's so pretty, and everything, and she just looked adorable. And anyway, so I got pictures made. I'm really happy with that. I'm not going to lie. Because back in the day, we didn't have digital, like the phones and stuff. So I don't have, today's parents, I think, are a little bit lucky / blessed because you have all these pictures on your phone. And back then, if you didn't have a little, there might have been digital cameras. I don't really remember now if I'm thinking about it. I remember getting some stuff But I remember having cameras with actual film, so I don't even remember. Isn't that crazy? That's not been that long ago, but for whatever reason, I just can't remember. So I'm going through and I'm just putting my little butterflies down. I pick up my sticker sheet here. No, wait, this is the chipboard. I do like this chipboard, so I'm going to start pulling out little hearts. And I like them because they're a little bit shiny, and I'm kind of filling in this texture here. I want this to look, you know, I've kind of got all this paper ephemeras, and they look great. I don't mind them, but I need a little bit of different texture too, right? So I'm going to come in with my little hearts, and they're shiny, and I'm going to add, I've got an orange, there's a teal, there's a yellow, there's a green, there's another little green. So I'm just going to kind of fill in, you know, some of my little areas here. Now, I will have to pull my Nuvo glue out because they're not going to stick without it. That's just the way these chipboard sheets are usually. And I'm not even sure I mind that because, again, I don't always put it exactly where I want it, and I do enjoy being able to move them around. So I'm just kind of keep looking. This is funny. I had this little postage stamp, and there were 2 of them, and I don't know where the other one went, y'all. I can't find it. It's probably somewhere on my desk, and I can't find it unless I knocked it off onto the floor, and I still hadn't found it. I still hadn't found it as of the recording of this voiceover. I don't know where it went. But I found it, and I go, oh, that looks really cute. I'm going to put that in the lower right corner. And I'm just kind of, like I said, going back through my ephemeras and seeing, is there anything else I want to find and stick in here? My truck is bothering me just a little bit up there because even though the wheels are kind of sitting on the picture, I feel that little weird gap right there. And I will come back in there in a minute, and I will put a sticker in there and another little piece of chipboard. But right now I'm just kind of looking through see there, I was looking at that forever. But it's a little bit big. And I thought, well, you're covering up everything. I don't know if I like that. And I tried it there. I really like that little forever, but it just doesn't work. So I don't know when I do it, but I'll go to the sticker sheet, and there's actually a smaller version. Oh, here I am trying to put some more stuff up there. I just feel like it needed a little something extra by that truck because it was kind of bugging me. Now, here's where I find this little heart, and it looks like it's got string tied to it or whatever. So I'm going to end up putting a little bit of foam behind this to give it a little dimension, and then I'll glue down the little strings at the top. And I like how that turns out. That's kind of a pretty little thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Some kind of little lock. It's got like a little butterfly pattern in the middle of it. But again, it's just a nice little layer that I'm going to put up on top of that floral there. There's that neat little wood grain heart with florals coming out behind it. Again, honestly, guys, I was just looking to layer because I had all these embellishments. It's the embellishment kit, right? So I'm trying to use them as much as I can. This is where I'm kind of fiddle farting with this, going, okay, do I put the heart under it, over it? You know, what do I need to do here? And this is where I decided I'm going to end up putting the top of the heart thingy there. It's going to be a little more flat. And I'm going to end up gluing that down and putting the heart over the top of it. So here's where I use my little bit of glue there. And then I realized I forgot to put glue on the foam. So I'm going to lift it up and put some glue underneath there. Look at that. And I'm like, what's going on here? Okay, so now I got to get my little heart. Actually, that ends up on the left-hand side. That doesn't stay on the right-hand side, but there you go. Now I'm going to go back into, what do? My sticker sheet. I think I'm looking at this chipboard again. I really do like all these little hearts. So I kind of pull out these, and like I said, I'm kind of putting these around. I like the shininess of it. It's just really pretty. I need a brown one. I decide I have to have a brown one to go at the top. Need a little contrast up there. Now, I'm going to end up, like I said, finding another little sticker and a little piece of chipboard, but I don't know if I do that just quite yet. I am going to end up pulling out, y'all, I don't know if I shared with y'all my little mini haul, and I got a distress oxide called like something brick something. It's a little bit reddish. I will end up pulling that out in a minute, and I'm going to sprinkle some stuff on there. First, I'm going to glue down all these little chipboard heart pieces and stuff like that. And here I am still trying to put more ephemera on there, y'all. I have all of it, and I want to use it. I got to figure out ways to do that. I might have to find another fall picture, of course, and just start layering again. I think these look so pretty with they're all layered up. And you don't have to see the details of every single little piece. You know, sometimes you're just looking for the little peak of color or the little peak of pattern or something like that. So I'll have to find another layout and layer it all up. So here's where I'm putting my little postage stamp in here. Now I'm going to end up looking at this again. I'm going to start picking stuff up in a second. And I will find another sticker that has that forever. Hold on, there's my sticker sheet. And I'm going to find that little sticker that says forever on it. And that's when I'm going to decide that goes up underneath that truck. Let's see here. Oh, I have to cut it open. I feel like I should have cut some of this out because I feel like sometimes y'all watching me think about stuff isn't terribly exciting. But it is part of the process, right? Just kind of figuring out stuff. I'm looking at all these stickers, y'all. There's so many of them, so much to choose from. There's a lot of words, too, that I think could be really pretty. But I've got so many things going on already. I'm thinking, no, I don't really want to add any more words. Because there was a few little word things I thought, okay, these could be neat. But I don't use them. I end up not using them. And you saw, too, my hand reaches up, and I like to touch things and look at them. And I don't know. I'm just like I said, I'm kind of thinking. There's my happy tappy fingers there. This is definitely something I do when I have a lot of things to choose from. I pull this pear sticker out because I think it's pretty, and then I decide, no, there's literally nothing else on here that has anything to do with pears. Like literally nothing else that's going to look goofy. So I'm on the back side, the front side again, and I think this is where I decide on the little forever. I do find that because I'm like, oh, I like the big one. Let me try the small one. And it does look good right there. I think that looks pretty. And then I'm going to go back over to my chipboard, and I'm going to find a word that says autumn on my little chipboard piece. But I'm still looking at this sticker sheet. Y'all, there's so much to choose from. I do love it, but I'm trying to make it make sense on this layout, right? And this is where I say, oh, I like this little autumn, and it's orange, and it's kind of contrasting to that blue. So I'm going to put that right there. And so now it has like all good things, favorite autumn, you know, I'm just kind of filling all that stuff in. Now, this is where I think I decide I'm going to put a little bit of ink on it. So give me 1 second. No, this is where I realized I thought those were brads, y'all. I had pulled it out in my head. I'm thinking, okay, I think I may have to poke some holes in my paper to put these brads on here. And I start looking, I realize, no, they're not brads. They're faux brads. They have a little bit of foam adhesive behind the little brad piece looking thing. I was really excited about it. I thought, oh, I can use these. Not that I won't use brads. They're just a little more, you have to really be sure because you poke a hole in your paper to put your brad through. And this one I was real pleased because you can kind of move it if you want to. It's not as much of a commitment, you know what I mean? So I decided I like those. I thought about a big one, and then I thought, no, not quite. I'm gonna wait and save that for another layout. I'm gonna bet y'all I could easily get, there are so many embellishments on here. I could probably get 4 or 5 layouts out of all of them. I was showing you the Distress Oxide color I chose. I did put it on my little plastic and a little bit of water, and I'm just kind of sprinkling it. It's actually pretty subtle because the paper itself is also very patterned and looks kind of mixed media-ish, so it's not like you can see it a lot, but it goes on top of the ephemeras and stuff, so it kind of ties it all together. So here's the slowdown. You can kind of see what I've done here. Y'all, this is such a pretty embellishment kit. I really encourage you. There's a link below. If you like fall and you like these colors, go for it. She's put it, I mean, it's just beautiful. I just love it. Anyways, y'all have a great day. I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my Instagram. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.